Hi everybody, it's Miss Diane, and I'm here today because I'm going to show you how to make a spring craft, and I miss you guys so much, and I'd rather be seeing you in person, but this is better than nothing. So here we go. This is the spring craft that I chose. I tried to choose something that I thought everyone would have the materials for, so this is like a nice springtime chick that's kind of fun. It's very textured, and I'm going to show you all the materials that I used to make this now. So the first thing obviously is paper. I used 8.5 by 11 paper. This is cardstock, and if you don't have cardstock paper, you want to just use 8.5 by 11 computer paper or copy paper. That's fine. It might buckle a little bit, but once it dries, the buckles will smooth out. So that's fine. I'm just trying to make this easy peasy for everybody. And the next thing, obviously, I use these googly eyes, but if you don't have big googly eyes, that's fine. So I'm going to show you today how to make little black and white paper eyes, because those are going to work just as well. And to make those, you'll just need some extra paper and a quarter and a dime, because I'm going to have your mom help you, either your mom or your dad, trace these for the circles of these little paper eyes. And then next, for the nose, if you have orange construction paper, that would be perfect, or orange felt. I didn't, so I substitute just white paper, and I'm going to show you later how you just draw a triangle, and I just colored it in. You will need scissors, and I would like you to use the kids' scissors and get your parents' help. Obviously, if you need their help, I just have my adult scissors. We will also need glue. Elmer's glue works best, but I didn't have Elmer's glue again, and I don't want to make a special trip out there. So I'm just going to use my little glue stick that I have. And last, a couple other things. The funnest part, I think the most fun to this, was painting it, and we're going to be painting it with a fork. So I use yellow paint. So kids' yellow, like washable paint is obviously best to use. I just had acrylic paint, and I use this to put the paint on, and with this plastic fork. But if you don't have a plastic fork and you're using kids' paint, I think it's really okay to use the metal fork, and your mom or dad can easily wash that off for you later. And the first thing that you're going to need, and you'll need your parents' help with this, for the circle of the chick body, I used a bowl, and I traced the shape. So if you don't have a bowl, your parents can maybe find a lid or a canister. But I used about this size bowl, and I put it in the middle of the paper, and very, very lightly, I traced it with a pencil. So your parents are going to want to do that part to get you started. And I did it lightly so that, I don't know if you can even see it. You may not be able to see it, but it is on there. But I did it super lightly so that it doesn't show through the yellow paint. So now comes the fun part. I'm going to take the paint, and I'm going to put it on my paper plate here, and my fork, and I just really goop it in there. So just get my fork nice and goopy, and this is the fun part. And what I did was I went around, it's hard not to do on the table. You're going to be able to press this a little better on the table. But I went around the edges first, because it's kind of fun to make the little furry, fuzzy hairs. So I'm going to have to put this down to finish it. But I went all the way around the circle, pressing the fork down, and it makes a pattern, and I'll show you when I'm done. But that's the cute part. That's what makes the little chick fuzzy. And the texture is pretty cool. I got a little bit more, and then I'll show you what it looked like. Then we can fill in the middle. Well, there we go. Okay, so that's what it looks like. So I'm going to fill in the middle. Now, when I did this the first time, I got a little impatient, and I just was like, oh, I'm just going to fill that in. But it doesn't come out as cute. If you just take your time and you just really keep painting with the fork, then it does come out. You can see the textures. It's a little cuter. Now, if you do not have paint, I don't want that to hold you back from this craft. You could do crayon, or you could even use like a yellow marker. This is a yellow colored pencil. I'll show you. And just kind of draw lines if you have to. You could just make your own little hash mark lines if you don't have paint. But I'll just keep going with the paint here and try to get it all filled in. And I'm going to give you a fun fact. So when I was young, my parents for a while actually raised chickens. They raised chickens so that we could have organic, healthy, farm fresh eggs, and they were really yummy when they're farm fresh. And I will tell you, when the baby chicks arrive in the spring, they are so cute. When they have the little yellow fuzz before they get their feathers, they are just really adorable. And you can hold them in the palm of your hand, and they're just like cute as can be. Okay, so I'm just gonna, there we go. Yellow, fuzzy chick. Now he needs some eyes now. So again, with like some extra piece of paper, if your mom or dad or an adult can just trace 2 quarters, and those are going to be the eyes, and then for the pupils inside of that, a dime for the smaller size. So that's what I did here, and I filled them in with black, and it works just as well as the googly eyes. Now what you're going to want to do, if you have Elmer's glue, is just put a little dot on each one. My paint, it's a different type of paint. It's more of an adult paint, so actually it's kind of holding this without the glue, but you're probably going to want to put a little bit of glue on there. And so those are his 2 eyes. And now again, if you have orange construction paper, that's awesome, or orange felt. I didn't, so I just took a little piece of paper, and you're going to want an adult to help you draw this triangle shape, kind of about, whoa, there we go, probably about that big, and I'm going to color mine in super fast. So the great thing is when you don't have craft or art supplies, especially with art, just get creative. Use your imagination. Think, how else could I make that without orange or whatever color paper? There are ways to do it if you have crayons or paint or colored pencil. And again, with kid scissors, I only have my adult scissors, have your parents help you cut out the triangle. And you're going to, if you have Elmer's glue, you're going to want to put a little bit of glue on the back. And the triangle points downward. So I put mine, you can put it anywhere you want. I put mine kind of close to the eyes. Oopsie. See? So kind of like that. And then the last part is his little feet. And then I just made him little teeny weeny so that he has this big fuzzy body and just these little teeny feet. And it's just basically a line and 2 other little lines for his little teensy feet. So I'm going to draw little teensy feet. Oopsie. On here with my black, you can use a black marker. You could use a black crayon. You can use anything that you have. Okay, so these are my little chicks. Now, the cool thing about them is you could keep decorating them if you want. If you want to draw grass down here, that would be a fun idea. That would actually be like super cute. Or maybe you want to turn this into a card for a grandma or an aunt and say like, happy spring, happy Easter. And then on FaceTime, you can show them the card that you made for them. There's a lot of cute things that you can do with this. So I hope you have fun. I hope you guys have fun making this chick. And I miss you guys so much. It's really, look forward to seeing you again. And until next time.